Hello and good evening. Here I am in the same zone, South Carolinas. I should be coming upon Split Paw Lair very soon. I'm looking for it. I think it's over here. I can't. Jesus. So anyways, I'm going to come back out here and I want to finish this entire level pulling, there we are, pulling some gnolls. And then after that, I need to work on my combat skills. So just a few minutes ago, I was in here and I checked and there was about 3 other players. I think I'm the only one here now. I see a werewolf as well, and the werewolf comes yellow to me. So it won't be long and I'll be able to solo those werewolves, at least melee. Alright, let me get my music going before I start this pull, and then we'll get this action underway. Okay, I'm ready for action. I got my spooky John Carpenter's music playing again. There we go. Spooky music for starting a pull. Starting out, I gather their attention with CeeLo's consonant chain. It gets them going slow and snared. Alright, now, you know how I do this? I drag them across. Let's get this guy. I keep the volume up so I can hear footsteps. I want to go right between the 2 of these. Oh, how did he manage to hit me? Weaken? How did I get weaken put on me? That was weird. I hope these aren't spellcasters. How did I get weaken? I took a hit and then they somehow put a spell effect on me. Can't figure that one out. There's another one we got. I think there's one up the top, right along the top of it. See if we can get him next. CeeLo's consonant chain. We got him. Celerando back on. Oof, took a hit. It's okay. Get this one and the guy up top, and then I'll start. Oh, there's more of them too. Okay. As many as we can get. The more the merrier. Alright, got him. Got his attention too. There's one more up top. I'm gonna try to get him. I don't like looking for the one up top. It's just like a little confusing on where he could be. See what I'm saying? Where'd he go? Oh well. We've got enough. Enough to get started. So I never can find a good spot to do it. This looks like a good open spot here, but there's going to be wandering mobs coming through. Oh well, you know. This spot might be a little better. Maybe not. There's stuff everywhere. Okay. We'll just have to deal with it. Too much stuff. Well, there's their boys there. No boys. Starting to turn daylight, which is good. Hate when it's dark. I'll do a couple circles around them to tighten up the grip. Got a little itch in my hand. Hold on. There we go. Itchy. Well, let's see. Turn the music down a tad bit. I want to do it right here, but the Cyclops is... How about right here? He's starting to move. Right, put on the horn. Turn around and look at what we got. Look at him. That looks funny as hell. Like a seizure knoll. Okay. Here's my dot songs. We're going to put on dot song, the disruptive one. All right, let's see. Oh, there we are. Here we go. Shoot that ding. Here. I've got one targeted, but I'm not sure which one it is, but we'll use that to gauge when we're starting to hit them. Of course, you can watch for the spell effect in the combat log that says they winced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them. You're now at 6% of the experience in this level. Oof. There we go. It's not fun going around trees and then weaving in between them. Alright. Got him down 90%. This one I've got targeted. Everything's looking like it's going well. Let me go around this thing if we can. Gonna go around the tree. There we go. It's always better when you have an open plains with nothing in the way. But this is a good spot, I feel. Very good spot. You can grab a lot of enemies of the same type. They're easy to round up. They're all clustered together in the same location, so yeah, this is a really good group of mobs to pull. But you're not going to be able to do this on green servers so well. Maybe on like your off hours, but there's just going to be too many people on, and you're just going to be like, oh, I can't get this camp because it's interfering with other people trying to play the game. They have that be nice play policy, so this might be violating that on some other server. On red server I do this, and it's often easy enough to find that this whole zone's empty. Not all the times. This is one of the more popular zones on red. Not sure why. I guess there's enough uniques here, good camps. It's just an overall good zone, I feel. I have a lot of nostalgia for this zone. I remember when I first played EverQuest, my first try, this is the zone where I kind of ended up at, hitting a wall. I was solo playing. Let me go around this trees. Oof, look at that. Cyclopean guy. Alright, I think I need to start getting him closer. I've been taking it too conservative and safe. Let's just start pulling these circles tight. Maybe we can avoid that elephant if possible. So here we go. Mr. Elephant. You're in our way, sir. Me and my old boys. Alright, got him down to 70%, but it's taken a long time. Must be a lot of resist going on. There's a bit of a level range between these. Some of them are blue and some of them are maybe even yellow or white. I didn't consider all of them. But they're high enough levels here where I can gain probably 2 levels easily here if I don't get bored of being in the same location. But getting level 30 would be a nice thing. I feel like level 30 is a big milestone. That might be my first hell level, right? Oh no, hell levels. Thank God at least I'm a bard. I can cheat my way through them doing this. Alright, we're down to halfway through the life. It's taken a long time. They're about halfway down, 56%. This one I have targeted, 56%. Every time we do a wince, it takes them down 2%. So that's 50 winces to get them down. And they're regenerating life too, while they're running around angrily. They must be mad at me, like staring at me, running around like this. What a way to die. Oh, what is this thing here? Why is he out running around? Let's get real close. There's a tree. Oh. One died. And the one I have targeted is still at 46%. Look at that. And this guy over here is running around. Is he low life? A Tesh Mosnol. What is he doing? Is that a brand new one? I thought he was like one of the ones that were nearly... Oh, I'm dead. I freaking died. No. Oh, guys, I died. Why? Why? I didn't understand what was going on. I thought that was like a null that was running from the group. I'm nearly dead, and I walked into it thinking I could just finish him off with wincing him. And he was a fresh null. Like, what the heck was he doing out there? Well, that's the first time I died doing a kite. And yet I still gained experience. Darn it, guys, I'll be back. I have to run over to that area. Okay, I've got my songs all rearranged how I like them. Look how fast I run without my drums here. Not too bad. So I started out with 6% of my experience to the level. Even after dying, I still am up 7% of my experience to level. Gives you an idea of how good oh man, if I would have finished that pull, I think I would have been close to like 40% of my way through this level. That is my guess. Defense went up 2 points when I got whacked by that group of crazy nulls. So what went wrong? I think I might not have been paying attention to my life, but going after that null that I saw, I should have just targeted him to see if he was one of the nulls from my group. I assumed he was a null from my group because they all started dying. But I've never seen one of those nulls wandering off so far from Split Paw Lair. I just assumed he was part of my group. Because he wasn't part of my group, I took damage, I got stunned, and then I didn't immediately run away. So it was just a dumb mistake. That's the first time I've died doing this pulling stuff. People say it happens. I think it's just when you get careless. If you're not careless and you're focused, you shouldn't die. Not if you're doing this pulling the right way. I think a lot of it has to do with your situational part. You know, are you pulling the right type of mobs? Are you pulling them in a good location? I think the part that I'm struggling with is that I'm not pulling them in a good location where it's safe, it's free of wandering mobs, and that's just what's going on. So anyways, you know, we're back running through West Karanas without a pair of drums. It feels like I'm so slow now. Let's take a look at how we look running here. Even at this animation of running, it feels like I'm slow. That's the problem with Bard. You get so used to running quickly. If I was to go back on another character like a monk without Spirit of Wolf, it would be unbearably slow. I feel like I'm walking around everywhere. But even this feels slow to me. We're still moving pretty quick, I guess. West Coronas, let's check it out. There's another player here called Smelbert, and when I went into Kinos Newbie Yard, I saw a player there. When I went to Kinos Hills, I saw a player there. So Red Server's got a decent population. Green server is always going to be my favorite, but this is a good server. If you don't ever plan on grouping and you just want to casually play your way up to, you know, the old level 50s soloing, you could probably do it on red. There's all those named mobs you'll never get a chance to take out that require group play. But, you know, that's in-game stuff. I've never had the desire to get to like the in-game material. It's the part of the game where it requires a lot of time, a lot of socializing, and, you know, it takes some level of organization. There's a lot of downtime involved where you're waiting on people that you need to help, you know, group with. Organizing a party of adults takes time because everyone's on their different schedules. And so I've always found this game a nice single player experience. I think this is a great single player game. Alright guys, well I'll see you when I get there, or at least when I get closer. Alright, I got bored just sitting here not talking. Listen to my John Carpenter's music. You know, I feel like having to run this zone, although I do wish it was a bit shorter, it's very nostalgic to have to run around and do things like this. This is the way I played originally. I don't think there was one point in the game where I asked for a port. I didn't understand how to port. I mean, I knew other people can do it, but, you know, just knowing that you had to group with someone. I mean, people used acronyms like BB, and I was like, okay, I don't know what BB stands for. I didn't know where Steam Font was. I didn't know where all these other places were because I only played human characters. So when people were advertising that they were porting for donations, it was a little intimidating to go and ask someone, you know, I need a port here or there. So what I just did is I just took off running. I would just start running, and I didn't know exactly which zone was going to be beyond the one I'm at. I hear these zone names, and then, you know, I get to the end of here, and I would zone out, and I would say, oh, I'm in North Coronas. You know, I've never been here before. And then I would just zone into the next zone, and it'd be East Coronas, you know. And then finally I got to High Pass Hold, and I was like, oh, I've heard about this place. But when I was going through High Pass Hold, I didn't know it was on the other side of it. A lot of times I would play and I would get to the point where I'm running into boundaries, and I get killed, you know, because I wasn't considering all the NPCs around me, and they didn't like my deity, they didn't like my race or class or something they didn't like, and I get killed in one hit. And then I get curious, you know, let me start out in Misty Thicket and see what that area is like, and then I'd start exploring out beyond the borders. And eventually I run into a zone that I'm familiar with, you know. I'm like, oh, this is where I would have ended up if I didn't die in High Pass Hold. And then I would play that character up, get to like level 20 after about a few weeks of playing. and then I'd get as far as I could get, and then I would die somewhere that's very difficult to retrieve the corpse, and then I would just start another character. I would start a barbarian and play that for a while, and then I'd end up dying in permafrost or something, or get chased through the zone by... I remember this first time I created a character that was a barbarian shaman. I did have Spirit of Wolf on, and I thought, oh, Spirit of Wolf is like, that's your getaway golden ticket out of, or golden parachute, you know, you can get away. Then I ran into some ice giants, and I didn't know the ice giants were there until I ran through that little corridor where people camp the ice giants. But I was careless, and I got an ice giant after me, and I thought nothing about it. I'm like running, and then I remember hit the button to change the camera angle, and I turned around like this, and then one of them giants was right on my tail chasing me, and I think he was like running super fast, if I remember correctly, and that scared the crap out of me. I never knew one of those enemies can run as fast as you can when you have Spirit of Wolf on. You know, level 9 Spirit of Wolf isn't that quick, so you're running from an ice giant, he's like right on your tail. So those are good times. I remember my heart beating, boom, 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 boom. It's a real thrilling moment in playing video games. Yeah, when I first started playing, I left EverQuest. I left Ultima Online, and I enjoyed the PvP in Ultima Online. Man, nothing gets your adrenaline pumping like that PvP. And then I came here, and it was, you know, I was so used to the way Ultima Online was, and I didn't like the leveling system here at first. You know, I didn't like how you didn't progress like in a subtle increment. It was just a big level, and boom, you leveled up. But I played it for a while, and I played like melee classes. And man, what really disappointed me and turned me off of EverQuest the very first time is whenever I was playing the melee characters. And every time I gained a level, it felt like I was getting weaker and weaker and weaker instead of getting stronger. I would gain, say I went from like level 10 to level 20. My weapon damage was not increasing at all. I was still doing like 12 damage hits max. Yet I'd be fighting creatures that were like doubling my damage and tripling my damage. And I was like, what's the point of leveling? Every time I level up, everything starts getting stronger than I am. Like if I fight things that are equal level to me at level 5, it's an even fight. If I fight things that are even level to me at level 20, they completely destroy me. So I thought, this game, oh, it's not balanced at all. It's, very imbalanced. Like, how am I supposed to keep progressing? And I think the game was just made to want, to design so that you had to rely on other people. You had to group up. And I thought, well, if I can't play the game solo like I want to play, I just don't want to play. And so I took some time off from it, maybe, I was still subscribed. And then I thought, I want to play a character. I remember complaining about it to someone else, and they said, well, you need to play a character that can solo. And they suggested Necromancer, and then I thought, no. And I remember reading about the Bard, and the Bard can do all these things. They can do run songs, and I thought, okay, now I don't have to ask for ports. I die a lot, so when I do die, I can run fast to get where I'm at. There were songs that you can levitate with. There were songs that you can heal with. You had like a whole bag of tricks that you can do. And, it wasn't necessarily a good class to group with, but then I was like, okay, well then I don't want to group anyways. And then I'd be playing, and people wouldn't ask me like if I want to group. It was rare that anyone asked me if I wanted to group with them. And my big fear was that when people ask me to group, they'd expect me to do a specific role, like we need a puller, you know, and that would put me off. Like, I don't want the responsibility of pulling for a group of people. I don't know the dungeon layout. I don't know, you know, sometimes like things happen and it's not exactly your fault. It's just the fact that you don't know this zone very well. You don't know the quirks. Like, you know, if you sit in a certain location, you'll end up pulling mobs from above you and create some weird train where the pathing had, you know, just bad pathing. And then it's like, if you do things, you feel responsible for the group wiping out. Especially like in Blackborough, that was my early experience, you know, it's like, you don't know that if you turn around that corner, there's a bunch of gnolls and then the whole group wipes out, you know. It's like you feel responsible for the fact that this game's kind of broken in some areas. And, you know, because of that, I just didn't like that group of people. I felt like the game was, I blame myself, but, you know, now looking back, it's like there was a lot of poor mechanics in the game. And, I guess I let it get to me. Okay, so here we are at the pyramids. I just have to go a little to this way. Which direction is this? Southeast. Okay, southeast. I'm going to grab another group of gnolls and I'm going to do this again. We're not going to let them defeat us like last time, though. No way. I think I need to go further this direction here. I'll see you at the corpse. Alright, found it. Thank goodness. Oh god, turn off auto run. Look at that, 86 platinum and 105 gold. Loaded. It'd be nice to get some better gear. I'm not blaming that for the reason why I died at all. I'm just saying it'd be nice to get some better gear. Yep. I'll put this over here. I like that to be my top bag. Horn. Oh, that's why. Perfect. Alright. Life is full. Life is good. Let's do one more group of pulling and try not to die. Alright, what do we have? I see these Narutorith. A Harrier. Where the heck? Here's KFC. I think over here is Split Paul Air. Where the heck is it? I thought it was like a little bit north. Somehow I missed that giant gnoll lair. Where are we at? Should be seeing it by now. I mean, there's that wandering gnoll that killed me. Alright, give me a second. Okay, well, apparently just straight north. I knew it was north, but I thought it was really close. Since heading. There we go, just head this direction. We should see it. Make sure KFC was like right behind me. You should see it on the other side of this hill. Since heading, there we go. Northeast. What is this direction? North, there we go. North. I thought I knew this zone pretty well. Cyclops. There it is. Alright, so I'm going to round him up again. This time, so there was a gnoll down there. See that wandering gnoll? I died because I went to go and finish off what I thought was a null from my group, and he was just a wandering null. I walked right up next to him, let him hit me, thinking that he wouldn't attack because he was trying to flee from me, but nope. He wasn't trying to flee. Alright, there we go. We got one of them coming after us. Let's see if I can grab this guy. Hopefully that did the trick. Kind of get close enough to this one. Alright, there's another guy. Close enough without... I think he's coming for me now. Nah, I missed him. It's kind of hard to tell, you know, are they going to see or not? Yes, got him. I hate turning around like that. There's another way to turn your camera behind you real quickly. I forget the key to do it. I should figure that out. It would help things. Okay, let's get that guy. Alright. This is the one I'm going to target. He's a white con, so that would be good to know how much life an even con has inside the group that I'm pulling. I should have got him. Come on, boys, let's go. Well, here's a blue one. I can target him instead. I just want to get him pulled. Alright, we got him. There might be one or two left. There's one. I'm just going to pull him close. Did I get his attention? Yes. Alright. That's enough, but if I can find one more up here. Ah, yes, we do. We do see one. Did I get him? I don't know. I got him. Alright, let's do this carefully. Try not to die. I love the the CeeLo's song. I love it so much. This is what kept me playing Bard. Mobility. I think we got him in a good enough tight group. I think we probably do. There we go. Dot song. Got one of them targeted. Alright, let me wipe my finger down. It's kind of greasy. I was eating leftover pizza. Had greasy fingers. Alright, we got him started. Take it slow. Be careful. Big experience awaits. Just have to have the patience. Lioness. Okay. Lots of wincing going on. No need to tighten my circle too much. Trying to avoid that centaur though. There we go. Tighten the group. Tighten the circle. Oh, that lion. Yeah, we're getting a lot of resists. That's because these things are really high level. The weakest ones are blue. stronger ones are at my level, which means I couldn't even solo one of these. I'm sure as a warrior I can solo the blue things if I was decently geared, but the downtime in between kills would be, oh, that would be so tedious. Even with a Ixar warrior or a troll warrior, you'd be downtime, there'd be a lot of it. You'd be bandaging up. Okay, you're starting to get... This is a very difficult spot to do your circles in because these trees. Because I want to get a tighter circle sometimes, but I can't because there's a tree I need to go around. Sometimes there's a mob wandering through it, like this wolf here. So I'm going to go around it. And it just takes longer. There we go. I've got a blue one targeted, so this is one of the ones that are going to die first. Some of these are very high level. And they're resisting a lot of these dot songs. And here we go. Wince, please. Wince. Yeah, I should probably start doing some fearing and snaring. I should try that out soon. Oh my gosh, work has been so busy. I'm off, so it's now past midnight. I'm off tomorrow. I mean, technically today, this afternoon I have to go in for didactics, but then I'm off tomorrow. Damn, 1, 2, 3, 4 resists. Four resists. Right, 13% experience through this level. Let's see what we get. I think I have at least 8 pulled. Usually it's like a group of 8. Alright, we're not hitting them. Tightening my circle right now because I'm not hitting them. There they are. 23% down in life. They're nearly dead. Don't get too anxious. Don't get too anxious to kill them quick. 17%. This is the part where I start making mistakes. I get really anxious towards the end and I just start getting really tight with my circles and just trying to wrap it up. One died. Remember, I was at 13% experience. There they are. Get right between these two trees there. Right around this tree. This one's about to die too. Here we go. One more wince. That's all it's going to take. Alright. That one died. Wow, look at all those disruptions. Resisted. Another one died. Wow, we went from 13 to 26%. I gained 13% experience of my level right there. Wow. 13 to 31%. All 4. Another one died. Holy crap, this is good XP. It's amazing. It is just so good. Oh my gosh. It feels like cheating. This is cheating. Holy crap. Alright, I think I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've killed 8 of them. This would be number 9, I think. I still hear someone chasing me. Let's see if I can get him to wince. That's it? Oh, one more, nice. So, oh my gosh. Oh, let's turn that song off. Finish him off, melee. Dual wield went up. So remember, I was at 13% experience for this level. Hurry up, because I got to loot. So in that group, let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I killed 10 gnolls. I went from 13% to 61%. Look at that. 2 fine steel weapons. Split paw hide belt. Split paw hide gloves. So at this point, if I didn't buy these items, I could have made my own upgrades here. Because I am wearing these items. I'm wearing split paw hide gloves and belt. Alright. That's amazing. One more of those pulls and I'll gain a level. I'll be level 30 and I'll be in my hell level. I guess I'll leave that. Man, and then the loot is so good here. It is so good. Can make a fortune out here. Alright, well I'm gonna have to run back to... It's actually worth it just to not even loot, just to grab another group and do it again. Someone's in zone called Fweef. I have no idea who or where Fweef is at. But I think I'll just log out right here, facing this area, and I'll just do another pull. Let's make sure I'm not over encumbered, or I'm not. Turn off Berserker Strength, and I'm still good with weight. Okay, so let's just hide myself if I can. Got my hide skill. I'm not sure if it worked or not. Usually you have to target like an enemy and see if they consider indifferent to you. That's how you know if you're hidden or not. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna gain my level next episode, and then I'm gonna work on getting upgraded bracelets by fighting Ava sets. So see you soon. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.